What's up,
Cole,
dude?
what's up, man?
How are you?
Good. How you doing?
Pretty good. Am I too loud? Am I
No, you
good?
sound perfect.
You're
What
always
about
too
me?
loud.
Okay. Shut up over there. She's like, you're always too loud.
Am I coming through good for you?
Yep. Yes,
Okay.
you are.
Good.
No peeking. You're probably about. I got you at. I got desktop audio at nine minus 9.9 dB, so you shouldn't peak out at all.
Okay. Cool.
Yep. Um. Let me see here. I didn't put much on the playlist because I think we're gonna use most of the time talking. I think.
Okay.
But I did put a few things on there. I put a couple Kalis Clone songs on there, and then like
Cool.
obviously mostly November's Doom stuff that you've been involved with. Um, that's about it. And
Okay.
I ended it with 6 sides, just like you do.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, I'm probably gonna open the show without any music or whatever. I usually open the show with music, but we're just gonna just go right into it, I think.
Okay. Cool.
Oh, so how's your weekend been?
It's been okay.
That's good.
What about you guys?
Eh, not bad. I actually went and jammed with a couple friends of mine that I used to be in a band with, and wasn't wasn't too bad and wasn't too great either. But it was all right. It was nice to
Nice.
scream my brains out for a minute.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. So I guess they're trying to get me to do a couple songs for them and go. Well, next time they go live,
Cool.
I'll go on stage with them. It'd be pretty cool since I can't do it myself. So that should be fun. All right. Let me see here. What time is it? 7:47. All right. Now I go for 3 hours. Do you plan on staying the whole 3 hours? You just want to stay for 2 hours? What do you want to do?
Probably 2 hours. I got some stuff I got to do, but if we go to 3 hours, that's fine as well.
Okay.
So, yeah, just let me know. We'll see how the night goes.
Okay, sounds good. I'm also recording so that I can do like a podcast thing. We could just rebroadcast it,
Cool.
and then
Oh, sweet.
yeah, and then I'll just run it through like probably YouTube or something like that as well. So
Okay.
just to make you aware. All right, so I'm definitely gonna ask you about the bouncer situations. Emptying out the fucking ATM of a promoter. That's a pretty good story. I
Oh.
like that one.
All right, man.
Is there anything like? Do you want to play anything from any other bands? Do you want to talk about other bands? Like this is totally about you. Like you can fucking talk about whatever you want to. Influences, whatever, man.
Yeah, we can do that. I don't know if you've got the new Fear Factory song. Um,
What is it called?
it's called Disruptor.
Disruptor.
It's OR instead of ER.
Yep, I got it. I will add it to the playlist. Holy shit! It's got a shit 226,000 fucking views already, and it's new.
Yeah, it's a good one, man.
All right, add it. Did you want to possibly add any Traverser? I know you're big into them. Chevelle, anything
Yeah,
like
for
that?
sure, dude. Yeah, you can add a couple Traverser tracks if you want to do some of the newer stuff like Star Fox.
Yeah, I was gonna suggest Star Fox and possibly Collapse. I know you like Seeds,
Yeah,
so
yeah, those three are good.
let's do those three.
I just want to play
Cool.
Star Fox.
Yeah, I love Star Fox. I love that fucking riff, dude. I was sitting here trying to fucking learn it the other day.
Yeah,
Although I'm not able to tune into their shit. I can get, I can play the frets and fucking, it still sounds kind of like it.
yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah,
I tried jamming along to their stuff. I got to hook up my drop pedal for that and just have it set for like a step down.
How much are drop pedals? Like I'm seriously thinking about investing in one. Like, cause I don't know if I want to fucking go to eight. Run 8-string configuration. I don't know if I want to do that on my 7-string or not.
Yeah, so I bought mine, the Digitech drop, which I think is the best one. That was like $180, I think.
Okay.
The only thing is, I don't know if you'd want to like record with it.
Ah,
Um,
gotcha.
they work. I mean, I haven't. I don't know. I haven't tried like recording it on like a Doom album or not, so I don't know if it would work.
You can always
But
try
doing
it,
it
right?
live, yeah. I mean, during live, it's very convincing. I mean, Larry uses it live when we do Adagio because he actually wrote that guitar solo in standard E tuning and played it on a standard scale, just E to E guitar.
Yeah.
So when we do that song live, he actually plays an E to E guitar, and then for the whole song, he has the drop pedal set up for 2 full steps down. And then when it comes to the solo, he just turns off the drop pedal and plays the solo, and
Oh,
then
that's
turns it
sick.
back on for the rest of it. So doing it live is fine, but yeah, if you're recording it, it might get a little messy. I'm not sure.
Yeah, you're probably right about that. Like I don't know the ins and outs of a drop pedal, so I'd have to like play with it to. All right, so which Chevelle songs do you want me to put on there? Self Destructor.
Yeah, you can
I
do
know
Self
this one that
Destructor.
you. I know this one that you covered. I think.
Yeah, and then there's one called Mars Simula.
Yep, it's the next one. It's top 5 songs. It's
Yeah.
the 5th song on the top. So all right. So let me recap here. I'm probably not gonna play a shit ton of November's Doom. I'm probably gonna play like maybe 4 or 5 good songs. I'm gonna play both your Kalis clone songs that I have loaded.
Cool.
Oh, where the fuck did the second one go? Could have swore. Yeah, okay, I got 2 on there. I can feel them, but I can't remember them, and I can almost reach you.
Cool.
And then for November's Doom, I think I'm gonna play obviously the Clearing Blind because that's just just a kind of a fun one for me. Why does my shit keep like fucking going up and down? I don't get it. Like it gets quiet and then it goes up. Like I don't fucking get it. Cause I don't know. Maybe it's just I have stupid equipment. Okay, what I've got on here is Clearing Blind, Ever After, Devil's Light. Here, see, it does it again. Like I can't hear myself now. Devil's Light, Blood White, Nephilim Grove, Harvest Scythe, Brary, Obelisk, Dark Old Burden, and Six Sides.
Cool.
Which ones do you want to nix?
I mean that all those are fine.
Okay.
Play as many of those as you want.
We've got
those
an
are all
hour
good.
and 41 minutes worth of songs, so we
Oh
could.
wow.
Yeah. So.
So how do you do this? You just play those in the background, or you take a break and you play a song and then we talk, or?
Yeah, I take. Well, we'll start off the show. What time is it? 7:53. All right, we'll start off the show. I'll introduce myself to the fucking radio station, and then be like with my special guest Vito Marchase from November's Doom, and then we'll get into talking. And be like, hey, what's up, and this that, and just go bullshit for as long as we feel. And then you can be like, hey, let's listen to this or that, or
Okay.
I'll fucking load it up. I can load it up quickly on fucking Spotify, so
Cool.
that ain't no problem.
All right, dude. Sounds good.
All right, so it's 7:54. My dog's barking like a fucking asshole. We just got a puppy. Yeah, I sent you the pictures. That's right.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, he's a cool dog for being a puppy. I think he's only like 4 weeks old, and he's very, very smart.
Nice. He's got to be at least 8.
8 weeks.
At least 8.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll agree with you on that one. 8 weeks. He already knows how to sit, but he's got separation anxiety, I think. Already.
Well, Daisy might be walking around too.
But then again, like any kind of movement,
Most dogs
he just
have that.
goes crazy. And then we just brought our other dog inside, so now she gets to prance around in front of him while he's in a kennel, being kennel trained. because I don't want to piss on everything.
Yeah.
He's good about it, though.
Okay, we got 5 minutes.
He goes it back.
Like, I'm not by any means a professional fucking interviewing person, so I've never interviewed anybody of your caliber. So
My caliber, dude.
Test subject.
I'm gonna be really fucking nervous when I.
I don't
Oh, God.
I have like no caliber to speak of, dude.
No, you do to
I'm
me.
just some dude from Chicago.
You do to me. Like, I mean, seriously. I mean, but anyway, like I can only imagine when I go to fucking interview like fucking Aaron from My Dying Bride. Now that's gonna make me kind of a little nervous.
Yeah, I'll just approach it as like you're just having a conversation with somebody and not,
But it's like I think I have like hours of shit to talk to him about because I've followed My Dying Bride for so many fucking years. Through
Yeah.
the ups and the downs and the fucking Calvin leaving. I talk to Calvin on a regular basis as well. He put out a new project called Many Suffer, which is really good, dude. It's Black and Doom. Okay, we got 4 minutes. I think I've got the digital download. I'll send it to you.
Cool.
If you haven't heard it yet. It's pretty good. Like he does everything on it. Like it's a total solo project. And I think he kills it.
Nice.
But yeah, it was kind of weird hearing his perspective of why he's not in My Dying Bride anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I don't know if I should talk about it, but like it really matters. I don't think he'd blab about it, but he felt that Andrew got way more credit when he wrote things, and then he was being left out of fucking writing shit. So he just didn't feel part of it, so he left again.
I see.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I don't think I knew he left again.
Yeah, he was
because we played with them on that 70,000 Tons. I think 2016.
Yeah, he was an
he
original
was
member
in the band then.
Yeah, he was an original member. He left after 34.788 because
They get Hamish, I think.
yeah. Then Hamish came in. After Hamish left, Calvin came back.
You know you're on here, right?
Yeah, there's no audio. Oh, okay. I guess there is. But there's nobody viewing anyway. There shouldn't be.
Okay.
Oh, well, you could probably hear me.
I hear both of you.
Oh, okay. Well, it doesn't matter. So ain't nobody viewing anyway, so it doesn't matter. I gotta fix that. Like, I didn't realize it fucking did that shit. I don't even know what the fuck I was talking about, because somebody over here had to fucking interrupt me. Ow, fuck. That hurt. Now she's throwing shit at me.
You talking about Hamish?
Oh yeah, Hamish left, and
or
then
Calvin coming
Calvin
back.
come back for another couple of years. I think for a map of all our failures or whatever. I think he played on, and then he left again because of that. He said just band politics. I think was his words, which sucks because like I don't know. I liked it better when he was writing the riffs. And I don't know, his riffs were just so much better. I mean, how can you make the same fucking thing for 13 minutes sound so good? I'm talking about The Cry of Mankind.
That was the first Bride song I ever heard.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That's funny you say that. The first Bride song that I heard, I think, was The Angel in the Dark River. And that pulled me in. So when Light Gods of the Sun came out, I was like, absolutely, I'm there. All right, 7:59. We're about to go
15 seconds.
full live, 15 seconds. All right. We are coming to you live from wherever the hell I'm at. I don't know where the fuck I'm at. Probably a state of confusion. But anyway, you're listening to Impending Doom Radio, and I'm your host, Jason Graves. And tonight we have Vito Marchase from November's Doom. What's up, Vito?
Yo, 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 what's going on?
Oh, not much, man. I don't even know where to start. Where do we start, man? Like, I know we've talked about a lot of things, like in private and shit like that, but I think you really need to tell people about the bouncer stuff, man. That's
Bouncer
what
stuff.
I want to open up with.
All
How
right.
you became a bouncer for November's Doom.
So that's not my honorary title. I actually play rhythm guitar in November's Doom. But what Jason here is talking about is so the first show I ever did with November's Doom was back in 2003 at a club in Brooklyn, New York called Lemore's Club. And the deal was this promoter guy had said, "Hey, I really like your band. I want to bring you guys out to New York. I want you to play the show. I'll offer you this amount of money. It'll be great. Are you guys down?" And we said, "Oh yeah, for sure. Let's do this." So we flew out there, did this show, and at the end of the night, the guy comes up to us and he goes, "Oh man, that was so awesome. Thank you guys so much for coming out here. Yeah, so I guess I'll see you guys later. Thanks again for coming." And we're like, "Well, wait a minute, dude. What do you mean here? You owe us some money here." He
Yeah,
goes, "Well,
thanks for coming.
what?" He's like, "Well, what do you guys need?" And we're like, "Oh, I don't know. Maybe the amount of money you promised you'd pay us to do this show." And he goes, "Oh, well, I mean, I only have like, like $50 here." So we're like, "All right, well, give us the $50, and now we're gonna follow you to an ATM machine, and you're gonna give us the rest of our money that you promised us." And that's what's gonna happen right now. So we literally followed this guy to an ATM machine and made him give us the money that he owed us, which wasn't even the full amount of money that he owed us.
You made
And
him empty his account, didn't you?
yeah, and take his wallet out before we left and give us the money,
Dude,
and
that's gangsta. I'm telling you, that's gangster shit right there. Fucking,
well,
that's not
sometimes
the only time, is it? There's like one other time, wasn't there?
yeah, there is. I'll tell that one too. That
Okay.
was a pretty good one too.
Yeah.
So to give you context, this was the first time I've done a show with this band. We had been jamming for a couple months before this, so they kind of had an idea that I would probably work out in the band based on the songs I was learning at the time and how I was performing. But I think this act solidified the idea that I should be in the band because they're like, "Oh shit, like this guy's intimidating, and if we need to get our money, he's going to make sure we get our money and stuff." Because I'm a pretty tall dude. I'm like 6'6".
Well, at the time,
And
Paul was pretty intimidating then too.
yeah, so Paul at that time was a heavy dude. He had weighed, I don't know his exact amount, but it was probably around 350 pounds or something like that.
Yeah.
And he's pretty tall too. He's about 6'2", I think. So
Yeah,
you
he's
got
pretty
two.
tall.
Yeah. So you get two of us, and this dude must have not been higher than, I don't know, 5'10" or 5'11" or something like that. So you got these two big dudes looking down at you, telling you, "Hey, man, you owe us money here, and you better pay up." This guy must have been like thinking, "Holy fuck, what's going to happen if I don't pay these guys?"
No shit, dude.
So
I'd be scared shitless, to be honest with you. I mean, and kudos to Paul for losing all that weight, man.
yeah,
He's
yeah, dude, that was a huge achievement, man. I got to follow in his footsteps now.
you don't have far to go. I have to say,
No, I don't.
I have
No.
to say that, but I'm trying the same thing. I want to be able to live a little bit longer and do the healthy thing and shit like that.
It's
But
hard, dude. I mean, I love eating pizza and pasta too much,
oh, I know. And for me, it's Taco Bell. Some people are like, "Ah, fuck
Oh,
Taco Bell," but I just can't. I can't resist a fucking Crunchwrap Supreme, no tomato, extra cheese, extra fucking meat. I can't resist it. Just can't do
yeah,
it.
I'm down with the Taco Bell. My best friend Michelle, she loves those Crunchwrap Supremes, man.
Oh fuck,
I've never had one because I don't like sour cream and I don't like tomatoes.
dude, get it
And,
without sour cream and tomatoes. Just get like fucking extra meat and extra cheese, dude. Oh fuck.
oh, so you can get those like custom made
Oh,
then.
you can
Oh,
custom
no
that
shit.
shit.
Oh, I thought they were all just like they toss them in the microwave and you get what you get.
Oh no, fuck no.
Oh,
You can
sweet.
customize that shit.
Oh, okay.
Man, we're in the 2000s, bro.
Shit, dude, it's actually the 2010s, man.
Yeah.
So Actually, no, the
Or the
2020s. Holy shit.
2020s. We're in the roaring 20s, brother.
Yeah.
Shit, we came in like a fucking stumbling dumbass. But I hope we get through this shit anyway. But
Yeah.
you said there's a second time.
Yeah, so this second time, and I want you guys to realize that our band, we're not a bunch of bullies that just go around and intimidate people to give us money. The fact of the matter is when you're in a band, people try to screw you over, and that's no joke. And you really got to watch out and make sure that you get what you were promised to get, or else people will take it happen. So sometimes you have to be a dick, even though that might not be your real personality in real life, but sometimes you have to get that across to make sure that you are offered what you said you were offered, and to make sure that you get what you said you were going to get. That's the bottom line, man.
Yeah, because you're paying for not only travel to get there. You were probably on your own label at the time. You're probably doing everything by yourself at the time, I believe.
Yeah.
You're paying all your money, either your savings or whatever you got, loan wise, whatever's going on, and you're paying to get there, to at least get back what you put into it. So
Yeah,
I get
absolutely.
that, dude, and that's why I wanted to open the show with that, and I want people to understand that, like, when bands come out and do a show, there's a lot more that comes to doing a show for the bands, man, and this is why we got to take care of them, like, especially now after all this bullshit coming out, fucking COVID, and they haven't been able to tour and everything, man. Don't ask to get on that guest list, man. Just
Yeah.
pay that $10, pay that cover charge, man. Make sure that band gets paid. But anyway, let's on to the next one.
Okay, so this next one, it was a little bit better because we actually had a signed contract. The New York show we did not, so that was an error on our part. But
Right.
this next one was a show in Milwaukee a few years later. I don't off the top of my head remember what year it was. I want to say it was probably 2005. I
Yeah,
think
but you're terrible with
2006
dates,
maybe,
so
something like that. But yeah, so we played the show in Milwaukee, and it was interesting because this show was set up by college kids who it was part of like their final grade in I don't know if it was like music marketing or something like that, but
oh
their
wow.
part of their final was they had to put together a show and do the entire production of that show, and that was part of their grade or whatever. So they found a bunch of local bands and us from Chicago and some other bands from Chicago to put on this show in Milwaukee. And the best thing was it was at like this Lego place. So they had a stage set
Oh,
up,
dude, you guys are in
and then
heaven
there's
already.
yeah, so there's other rooms where they had like Lego set up at these tables, so you could
Oh
put
shit.
Legos together and all that shit. So Larry, for most of the night, was off by himself, just putting Legos.
Dude, I can imagine this shit. I can just so fucking imagine this shit. He's probably like building fucking lightsabers and shit out
Yeah.
of Legos. I mean, ball both.
Yeah, it was a good time, man.
Oh, I bet.
So we play the show, and at the end of the night, of course, we have to go square up with the promoter guy. So we go up to the office, and we're like, all right, yeah, we're here to collect the money for the end of the night. And the guy goes, oh, there was money to be collected, and we're like, well, yeah, we just played the show. You guys brought us up here. We all signed this contract that said you guys are going to pay us this amount of money, so let's go get the money. And again, it's me and Paul standing there. Paul's still, a big guy at the time.
You're right.
So me and him are standing in this doorway, just intimidating, I'm sure, to this other dude. And this guy actually was a big guy himself, but you could tell that he was like, oh shit, what's going to happen here? So we basically told him, yeah, you owe us this money and you have to go get it. He goes, seriously? And Paul looks at the guy dead in the face and he goes, seriously? With this stern face. And this guy, dude, his eyes opened up real wide.
I could
He looked
fucking
like
imagine.
he just shit his
Dude.
pants.
Holy shit, I can imagine. Like he looks intimidating as it is, dude.
Yeah.
So I can only imagine. So did I mean the kids told I mean the people that told you like set it up, the kids that set it up, I guess the college kids that set it up, did they tell you that there was money involved? I mean
Yeah, they sent us a contract. My thing is,
Gotcha.
I guess this guy that was in the office maybe didn't know what the whole deal was.
Oh yeah.
So he
Okay.
might have been out of the loop or didn't realize what the amount of money was. And maybe he was told, "Hey, you're only allowed to give this much money or whatever." I don't know what the deal was. So once we explained the situation and showed him the contract, then he's like, "Oh, okay, yeah, here you go." So we got our money, but yeah, that was pretty
So that
fun.
was pretty much more of a misunderstanding than a promoter or something trying to screw you all over.
Yeah,
But
correct.
that I could just imagine that seriously. That's insane, dude.
Yeah.
So I wanted to talk a little bit about the latest release, Nephilim Grove. Man, that's
Mhm.
that's my favorite fucking release that you guys have put out, and you guys put out a lot of stuff. And for some reason, I just keep going back to Nephilim Grove, and there's a lot of other. You know, I love Aphotic. I love Hamartia. I
Mhm.
love I love it all, to be honest. I mean, Pale Hunt, everything. But I just keep coming back to Nephilim's Grove. And what what do you think? Do you think it was just maybe evolution of, a slow evolution, or do you think it was just more of a bigger risk taking factor on this one?
I think it was another natural evolution of ours. Every album we try to make a better one than the last one. Sometimes we don't do that. Sometimes we do that. Sometimes we come close or whatever. I guess it's more up to the listener what they think we did or not did. But yeah, in our opinion, we tried to, especially with this album, I think personally that each song has aspects that are indicative of all aspects of November's Doom. So in previous albums, but so what I mean by that is in previous albums, you might have the one song that's the ballad song. You might have the one song that's the super fast one. You might have the one song that's the mid tempo one, or you might have the song that has a lot of, I don't know, orchestration or whatever. But I think on this album, each song has a little bit of all of those elements into it.
Yeah,
And
that's what I was thinking for sure. Is it seemed to have all the November's Doom elements in the right places.
cool. Yeah, and that was definitely a goal of ours. So hopefully, yeah, if you think they came across, that's awesome, man.
Dude,
That's
you
definitely what we
fucking
wanted to
knocked
do.
it out of the park with this fucking album. I'm telling you. I don't know if you'll be able to do anything better. It's a challenge. I'm challenging you.
Dude, I tell you, man, once we release an album, it's like, well, shit, now what do we do? Like, how are we gonna even top this? Like, how do you even write another song after this? Like, we feel like this is our best work to date. So how the hell are we gonna write something
Dude,
else? You know?
I think Nephilim Grove is like November's Doom at its fucking peak.
No, thank you, dude.
That's how I feel personally about it. But yeah, I kind of figured it was more of more of an evolution. I know Paul said that he took, a couple risks doing some things that he's never done before. I think on what song was that where he did those vocals? See, I should know this. Uh,
So I'm guessing what you're thinking about is probably on Petrichor and the Obelisk.
Petrichor, yes, that's it.
Yeah, so he tried a slightly different vocal style that wasn't as growly, but it wasn't clean at the same time. It was more of like in betweener, I guess you'd call it, right?
Yeah, definitely. That's what I call it,
And
in
it
betweener.
yeah, and it definitely worked in that song very well because I think that song has the groove and the style that lends itself to that vocal style. I think if he had tried that vocal style on a different song, like let's say, um, I don't know, like the song Blacklight, which is a
Nah,
little
it
bit
wouldn't
more
have
of a
worked.
faster,
Yeah, it wouldn't have
yeah, it wouldn't
worked.
have worked in my opinion. But that one, it worked really well. And I think the Obelisk was another one where he did some really, really cool stuff with that as well. Of course, that song again has that vibe that lends itself to that vocal style, you
Yeah,
know?
which he said fucks you and Larry up a
Yeah.
lot. When he does his chorus, I believe is what he said.
Yeah. And that one, um, I think it's harmonized and Larry has to do the harmony. And I think what Larry was saying was what he's playing on guitar doesn't match up with the vocal pattern and the melody. So it's hard for him to
Yeah,
do that song. And that song's hard for me to play. Even when we recorded it, it took me a while. to even get the structure and the way Larry plays those riffs, because Larry wrote that whole song, and Larry and I have similar styles, and we also have very different styles when it comes to how we play guitar, how we pick stuff, how we arpeggiate chords. In the end, we get close on the recording, but when we're coming up with stuff, it's really hard for me to play something that Larry wrote accurately, because it's a very different way of how I would play that particular part if I had wrote it. So that one I had a difficult time in recording, and still now I have a difficult time in playing it.
But I gotta tell you, you fucking nailed it in that damn blindfold challenge. How the hell you did that? It is beyond me, dude. Just I wish people fucking saw that shit, man. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, it was ridiculous,
man. It was ridiculous. Even Paul said you played it better blindfolded.
Yeah.
The solo, I believe. It was pretty funny.
Yeah. The thing with Obelisk blindfolded is, so that one's in C standard tuning. So that one, for me, I can kind of know my way around if I'm blindfolded in some kind of tuning that's like that, where it's more standard.
Yeah.
But in a song of ours called like the Clearing Blind, that one's in a different. So everything that we play is offset by like 3 frets from where it should be when you're playing a chord.
Yeah, I like to mention Paul did that to you, not me. I didn't do
it.
Yeah. If you're wondering,
I've now. Yeah.
We made him do
the
blindfold challenge on the Clearing Blind, and it was fucking awful.
It was so terrible, man. God, it was so embarrassing. I've since disabled the blindfold option until I figure out what I'm going to do with that. Because I need to make a screen that says, hey, listen, you're watching me do a blindfold challenge and not what I actually do on this channel.
You can just do that with scenes, I think. You can just add an extra scene, I believe, and then just overlay it.
Yeah, I think I have to do that for each one of those challenge point things.
Yeah,
so people know if they tune in what's going on. Because I have a feeling, and my biggest fear is someone tunes in right when I screw something up really badly, and then it gives the whole band a bad name. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I got you. I totally understand.
And that's the last thing I want to do with those Twitch streams. It's like I started that so I get new people to see and hear the band, and how much does that suck if they watch you play your own songs and you're just fucking up left and right? I mean that's not good.
Yeah, but then they can watch you fucking play without your blindfold and see you just nail absolutely every fucking part. So I mean, you got to have a little common sense and be like, hey, he's blindfolded, maybe some, you could read in the chat, redeemed, blindfold challenge. But that's just me. I guess I have more common sense. But
I'll have to set those scenes up though, for sure. Cause I watch people on Twitch that wear masks and spacesuits, and that's their shtick. And you don't know that that's not their shtick if you just tune in for your first time. So, maybe some people tune in for the first time and they see me with a blindfold and they think, oh, that's what this guy does. He plays everything blindfolded,
True.
So.
Yeah, I can definitely understand that. Yeah, get your disclaimers up, man. I want to start doing the blindfold challenge again. But how about we play a couple November's Doom tracks, man? I want to start off with the Clearing Blind and play about three songs, and then we'll come back. How about that?
Okay, cool.
All right, let's do it.
All right.
This is the November's Doom takeover with Vito Marchase on Impending Doom Radio.
Almost had enough. to shine. Fever grows to burn the soul. She's left in the cold of ruin, left alone by your selfish pride. Accept your lies. The absent breath breathes down my spine. Decency is lost. The body shivers, not from fear, from your vile way. Incapable of love, intolerable shame, voice denies the truth, from birth to the ground. dance of a broken heart. Your name is carved onto every piece. In the ever after, where the sky opens to black, wash the painted face away and hide from the shallow. See
Whoopsie. I fucked up. Anyway, you are listening to Impending Doom Radio, and we are here with Vito Marchase of November's Doom.
What is up? We are back, huh?
We are back. Now, you have another project called the Kalis Clone. Tell me a bit about that.
Okay, so the Kalis Clone is a instrumental post-rock metal band. So I formed that the seeds of that project started in probably 2013, 2014, and then I recorded the first EP in 2015. So the deal with that project was I wanted to, well, at that time I was getting really into this post-rock scene, and a lot of bands that were doing that stuff I was listening to like all the time, and I was like, you know what, I actually kind of want to do a project that's like this, that's more, based on build-ups and stuff, and not really your normal song structure. And I knew I wanted to do something instrumental because I wanted to have the freedom to write parts that didn't necessarily need vocals to kind of carry them and to get emotions and moods through. So it was kind of a challenge to do that. And so I decided to do that. Started writing that stuff. I was writing stuff in just my DAW at home and programming some really crappy drums to go with it. And I would go out and I would do these open mics at local bars around the area, playing this stuff with just backing tracks, and it was fun. And I was like, I actually want to do something serious with this. So I got a few of my friends together, and we recorded the first EP, which is called An Endless Loop. And about 2 years later, we recorded our second EP called Our Never Ending Loneliness. And that's kind of just how that all started. It was just like kind of a fun project I wanted to get going. We unfortunately haven't done much with it since then. Things have kind of gone slow, but I'm still in the process of writing stuff for that. It's just, it's not as fast as the November's Doom stuff,
Yeah, but I think atmospherically it sounds really good, and there are some heavy parts in it, and there's just a really good balance of just great musicianship in it, man.
Thanks, dude.
No, thank you for sure. If you want, we can check out two of those songs. I've got two of them queued up.
Yeah, that's fine.
I
So
can
if there's
feel
any,
them. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
so if there's any Star Trek nerds out there, you might notice where that name comes from, the Kalis Clone.
Uh-huh.
So I wanted to not write, but I wanted to come up with a band name that didn't necessarily tell you what the band played the first time you heard it. The
That's
Kalis Clone, I don't know if you think, well, that's a death metal band, or that's a black metal band, or that's a pop punk band, or whatever it is. I don't think that name kind of gives you an idea of what the music is going to sound like. And that's one thing I wanted to focus on. And I just think the character of Kalis is really fucking badass, and I wanted to name the band after him. So that's how that came about.
for sure. For sure. It's just Klingon metal, okay? Just
Yeah.
Klingon metal. Anyway, we're going to play I Can Feel Them, But I Can't Remember Them. And after that, we're going to play I Can Almost Reach You. So this is the Kalis Clone on Impending Doom Radio.